African community empowerment is the answer that we eliminate all the political yo-yo-yos. As feasted on the Nigerian presidential 63rd address and digested all the political analysis, one thing stood out loud and clear. That, frankly and realistically, African leadership speaks to the 10% elites that are over cultivating, just like our tormentors. Una talk language, bread and butter language, where the ordinary people overstand. What I call the Afrobeat language, or whatever the common people speak in the marketplaces should become the lingua franca. You can put your Oyibo or grammar in between, but let the people understand. 90% was what was said can never be understood by 90% of the population. So who are you speaking to? But out of all the analytical breakdowns of the grammar that was grammarized, few things or one thing that was spoken by a lawyer brings down to accountability. But accountability comes about community empowerment, not local government, because there's nothing local about a respected institution. This is why when the Eurocentric genocidal people came to Africa, especially in West Africa, they implemented indirect rule because they met communities were working. Our chieftaincies, our traditional leaders and communities were vibrant in holding people accountable. And then the over-particular politicization, starting with the colonial people who we can no longer blame, brought the DCs, district commissioner, provincial secretaries to oversee what the community leadership was doing. But the African leadership now, after independence, bastardized the powers of our communities. And insecurities and unsafe of leaders have become like a cup of tea without sugar. Nigeria stands out with local governments that they call despicably, just like the language that over 200 million speak, we still call it pidgin or broken. What is broken about it? When lyrics are vibrating, even the queen these days dance to Afrobeat. Abi Bono Boy, how can it be even world music when it's one of the best artists? Jerusalem, they better nominate that one Bono collaboration. Anyway, back to the moment. But yes, that lawyer break it down to the point. Community respectability. But I buttress that with community policing. The federal state police is as corrupt because there are no checks and balances. In the United States or in Canada, we see the breakdown on law enforcement. Local communities have police chiefs that are basically representing their localities. When you and I were growing up, some might say it's outdated, but no, community policing is paramount. Let us empower constitutionally, and of course it is there, but also they've been bought. Civic education, to me, is the primary root cure for the cancerous political yo-yo-yos. When you empower and educate the masses. No diasporan or eat and go politicians will come and be voted, because the people will not sell their vote. They will ask, where were you? If you want to become a politician, you have to show, like everything else. What have you done within the community? Do people know you? You can't come as a foreign basket and decide to hold public office. You can't be running around rampaging with bad records and you get political yo-yo monies, employ gangsters and vigilantes to elect you. No. If people are educated, real education, rooted African education, not the Oyibo like, how can you demand English or degree before somebody can be elected? That is why we have interpreters. Go to the European Union. They are more tribalized than everybody else. But Finnish can speak Finnish. Danish can speak their Danish, Germans. And of course, the only people who need interpreters more are the Anglophone and the Saxophone. So Africa and Nigeria in particular, break it down. Yes, take responsibility comes only when the communities are empowered. Boko Haram will not exist if the communities are empowered. But I will be remiss if I don't finish with Sierra Leone. Those Berlin slice names. Sabotagers are messing up the government's effort. And a strong word is missing. It's time.